Hi, my name is Matthew Belisario. Welcome to another edition of the Belisario Sonic YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about the best heavy metal record ever made, in my opinion, and my favorite. That's Megadeth-Rust in Peace. So today, a little bit about the history of the record. And I'm going to explain to you why I believe it is the best metal record ever made. Now, right now, I'm not too big into metal music. Into a lot of jazz now and progressive rock, progressive metal stuff. But this record here does hold a unique place in my heart because I grew up during the Cold War, and I grew up, when all this stuff was going on, the threat of nuclear war, the whole conspiracy theories of aliens, which we see coming back around now. And now, of course, with the threat of nuclear war being more real now than it was back when I was growing up, which is kind of ironic that this album kind of still holds a test of time regarding subject matter. And so what we have here is what I consider to be the best metal record ever made. Now, this came out in September of 1990. I was 19 years old, was in the military. And when this came out, me and my friends, we played guitar. We were all blown away by Marty Friedman's guitar playing on this. And I'm still blown away to this day when I play this record. I'm in my car and I'm in a certain mood and I just put this on. And I'm just always staggered by the guitar playing and by the riffs that Mustaine came up with. And you've got the powerful rhythm section of Nick Menza and David Ellefson. So there's your lineup. Now, two singles came off of this record. Holy War's Punishment Due, and of course, the Hangar 18 single that also came off of this record. This record, I think, got up to number 23 in the US and number 8 in the UK. It was recorded at a studio called Rumbo Recorders in the West San Fernando Valley, I believe, of LA. And now, what's interesting is there had already been a couple of well-known metal records that came out of there. One of them being Dio's album. I believe it was, let me look here. It was 1985 Sacred Heart. So that album was recorded there. And then, of course, the legendary 87 Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses, was recorded there. And that's how the producer, Mike Klink, was brought in to produce this record. The Capitol Records wanted it recorded there and wanted him to produce it. And then you had Max Norman mixing it. Now, the album artwork is also kind of fun because any good album has to have good artwork. And on this one, you got Rick Rattlehead right here on the front. And of course, the same artist that did Rust in Peace did this particular artwork as well. And his name was Ed Repka. Now, if you look closely across the bottom, you've got all of these different world representatives coming across here. I think you've got an unknown, the British Prime Minister here. You've got the Prime Minister from Japan there. I think next to him is the German president. And then you've got Mikhail Gorbachev there. And you've got George Bush here. And then you've got, of course, the alien here. So there you have all the guys there. And then you've got the songs, which this whole album from beginning to end kicks you in the face and does not let up. The only song that lets up it all is Dawn Patrol, and that was David Ellefson's little heavy riff there, bass riff tune that's very short, and then it comes in and kicks your face again with the final tune. So you've got the lineup, Mustaine, who of course is Megadeth. He's the one that comes up with all the song ideas and either writes them or co-writes them with other people. David Ellefson, of course, longtime bass player. With Megadeth, you got Friedman, who steps in on this particular album and kicks butt and arguably has the best guitar solos ever recorded. Because not only, a lot of people think that the faster you play, the better. So you've got all these shredders that can just play these billions of notes in a row, but they're not melodic. And that's the problem with most of your metal guys today. They're shredders, but they're not melodic. They couldn't create a melody to save their life. What you have here is Mustaine writing iconic riffs and giving you this metal melody, if you will. And then you've got Friedman that plays these guitar solos that fit these riffs perfectly. So even though Mustaine's playing these iconic fast riffs, and you've got Friedman coming in playing these blazing solos, the solos fit the piece so perfect that it's really a high element of metal. And that's why, one of the reasons why this is the best metal album, in my opinion, is because the songs are so good and the solos are melodic. They might be fast, but they're melodic. And that's what Marty Friedman really hits home here with. Nick Menza is on drums, and he's a monster on drums. Sadly, Menza died in 2016 after heart complications. So that's a sad loss. As we know, Marty Friedman in 2003 moved to Japan, has had a successful solo career in Japan, and so he really hasn't, had the, hasn't really wanted to come back with Megadeth, and they've had discussions before on doing a tour with the Rust in Peace with the original lineup before Menza died, and it kind of fell apart. There were money issues, and Friedman just got his own thing going in Japan that just didn't really work well. So that's why we really never had that reunion, so to speak. Now, it was remixed in 2004, and that was produced by Mustaine, and it was co-mixed by Mustaine with a guy named Ralph Patlin, and mastered by Tom Baker. Now for the songs, which I'm going to hit on here really quick. There is no bad song on this record. None. So, Hangar 18, that's probably one of the best known songs on there, as you can hear playing. And let me show you the songs here. So we've got Holy War's Punishment Due kicks off the album. That's Kick in the Face. The vocals on it are fantastic. Mustaine's never sound better. He's angry. He's on a mission. And Holy Wars and the Punishment Due, one song. Then you've got Hangar 18 coming right in after that. You've got Take No Prisoners with the background vocals in there, and these guys just in your face. Heavy riffs, great solo playing again, and going into Five Magics, which is also a really good tune. Poison Was the Cure on side 2, the first song. Lucretia, which you have that famous laugh at the beginning, and then the iconic melodic riff coming in there. And again, great solos on that. Tornado of Souls. After that, Dawn Patrol. Again, the only time the album lets up is on Dawn Patrol, and that's a really short little riff, bass-driven riff there. And then it comes in and kicks your face with Rust in Peace, which closes the album, giving you this image of this terror coming from the sea, this Polaris missile coming out of the sea from these submarines and wiping out large portions of humanity. And what's kind of ironic is people don't seem to be fazed that could happen today. And we're on the cusp of something that could possibly happen coming out of this whole Russian-Ukrainian conflict. Anyways, I digress. Rust in Peace, in my opinion, is the iconic album of heavy metal. In my opinion, it is the best. It's the best songwriting, the best riffs, the best guitar solos, the best bass playing, and rock solid drumming. This is it. All right. Gonna close out here on just a little bit of a solo. Hangar 18. All right, folks, we'll see you on the next Belisarius Sonic episode.